Hello everyone, welcome to Prelims warm-up. So in this initiative, we are looking at some of the important questions which have been asked in the previous year UPSC Prelims examination. This initiative has been brought to you by Active Plus Academy for Civil Services, and my name is Shaikh Datta. I am the faculty for Geography and Environment at Active Plus Academy for Civil Services. So let us look at the first question for today. The first question, it has been taken from UPSC Prelims 2017. The question is asking which one of the following was a very important seaport in the Kakatiya kingdom. Which one of the following was a very important seaport in the Kakatiya kingdom? A. Kakinada, B. Motupalli, C. Machilipatnam or Masulipatnam, and D. Nelluru. So which one of the following was a very important seaport in the Kakatiya kingdom? A. Kakinada, B. Matupalli, C. Machilipatnam or Masulipatnam, and D. Nelluru. So we get to see the right answer for this is B, that is Matupalli. Matupalli was a chief port of the Kakatiyas, and this port was visited by the Venetian traveler, that is Marco Polo. So Matupalli, we get to see it was a chief port. It was a chief port of the Kakatiyas, and this port was visited by the Venetian traveler Marco Polo. So B, Matupalli is the right answer. So for the Kakatiya dynasty, for the Kakatiya kingdom, we get to see a very important seaport was the Matupalli. It was the chief port of the Kakatiya and was visited by the Venetian. When you say Venetian, that means from Venice, Italy. So Marco Polo. The second statement is, or the second question has also been taken from UPSC Prelims 2017, and this question is asking, with reference to the Global Climate Change Alliance, with reference to the Global Climate Change Alliance, which one of the following statements is or are correct? With reference to the Global Climate Change Alliance, which one of the following statements is or are correct? Number one, it is an initiative of the European Union. It is an initiative of the European Union. Number two, it provides technical and financial support to targeted developing countries to integrate climate change into their development policies and budgets. Number three, it is coordinated by World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. Okay. So the question is with regards to Global Climate Change Alliance. Number one, it is an initiative of the European Union. Number two, it provides technical and financial support to targeted developing countries to integrate climate change into their development policies and budgets. Number three, it is coordinated by the World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. So which out of these is or are correct? The right answer we get to see is A, that is 1 and 2. These are correct. So Global Climate Change Alliance, it is an initiative of the European Union, and it provides technical and financial support to targeted developing countries to integrate climate change into their development policies and budgets. Okay. So the Global Climate Change Alliance, or GCCA, it was established by the European Union in 2007. Main objective was what? To strengthen dialogue and cooperation with developing countries, in particular with the least developed countries, or the LDCs, and small islands developing states, okay, SIDS. So Global Climate Change Alliance, it was established by the European Union in 2007 to strengthen the dialogue and cooperation with developing countries, in particular which countries? The least developed countries and the small island developing states. Under the first pillar, we get to see that this Global Climate Change Alliance, it serves as a platform for dialogue and exchange of experience between the European Union and the developing countries, focusing on climate policy and bringing renewed attention to the issue of international climate finance. Under the second pillar, the Global Climate Change Alliance, it acts as a source of technical and financial support for the world's most climate vulnerable countries whose populations need climate finances the most. We get to see international organizations, for example, the Central for International Forestry Research, the Food and Agriculture Organization, the United Nations Capital Development Fund, the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, UN Habitat, and the World Bank. They are involved in the implementation of some of these GCCA, or the Global Climate Change Alliance funded interventions, and also co-finance some initiatives. Statement 3, on the other hand, is not correct, because we get to see statement 3. was saying it is coordinated by the World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. So the third statement is not correct because through the Greenhouse Gas Protocol, World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, they work with businesses to develop standards and tools that may help companies to measure, manage, report, and reduce their carbon emissions. So, through the Greenhouse Gas Protocol, the World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, they work with businesses to develop standards and tools that help companies to measure, manage, report, and reduce their carbon emissions. So, over here, so far as the Global Climate Change Alliance is concerned, we get to see that Global Climate Change Alliance, it is not coordinated by the World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. Rather, we get to see that it is the Greenhouse Protocol that the World Resources Institute and the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, they try to work with various businesses to develop standards and tools which may help countries to measure, report, manage, and reduce their carbon emissions. Next question that we get to see is again from UPSC Prelims 2017, and this question is asking, with reference to the religious history of India, consider the following statements. With reference to the religious history of India, consider the following statements. Number one, Sautrantika, and Samitiya, they were the sects of Jainism. Sautrantika and Samitiya, they were the sects of Jainism. Number two, Sarvastivadin held that the constituents of phenomena were not wholly momentary but existed forever in a latent form. So with reference to the religious history of India, consider the following statements. Number one, Sautrantika and Samitiya were the sects of Jainism. Number two, Sarvastivadin held that the constituents of phenomena were not wholly momentary but existed forever in a latent form. So let's see, the right answer is B, that is 2 only. The right answer is B, that is 2 only. And what does it say? Sautrantika and Samitiya, they were the sects of Buddhism, not Jainism. Sautantriya and Samitiya, these were the sects of Buddhism and they were not the sects of Jainism. The second statement is correct, that is Sarvastivadin, that is who say all is, had the view that the constituents of phenomena, that is dharma, were not wholly momentary but existed forever in a latent form. Okay, so Sautantrika and Samitiya, they were the sects of Buddhism, and Sarvastivadins had the view that the constituents of dharma, they were not completely momentary but they existed forever in a latent form. Moving on to the fourth question, this is also from UPSC Prelims 2017, and this is a question which has been asked from geography, that is map marking or map location. The question is asking, the Mediterranean Sea is a border to which of the following countries? That is, which of the following countries they form a border of the Mediterranean Sea? Number one, Jordan. Number two, Iraq. Number three, Lebanon, and number four, Syria. Number one, Jordan. Number two, Iraq. Number three, Lebanon, and number four, Syria. So let us have a look at the right answer. The right answer is C, and C is 3 and 4. And 4 only, that is Lebanon and Syria. So if we look at this answer, the countries with coastlines on the Mediterranean Sea are Albania, Algeria, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Cyprus, Egypt, you have France, Greece, Israel, Italy, Lebanon, Libya, Malta, Morocco, Monaco, Montenegro, Slovenia, Spain, Syria, Tunisia, and Turkey. Once again, the countries which have a coastline on the Mediterranean Sea, who are they? One is Albania, Algeria, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Cyprus, you also have Egypt, France, Greece, Israel, Italy, Lebanon, Libya, Malta, Morocco, Monaco, Montenegro, Slovenia, Spain, Syria, Tunisia, and Turkey. In addition, we also get to see the Gaza Strip and the British overseas territories of Gibraltar and Akrotiri and Dhekelia. These have coastlines on the Mediterranean Sea. On the eastern shore, you get to see Turkey is there, Syria is there, Lebanon and Israel. They have their coastlines on the Mediterranean Sea. So Turkey, if you look at the West Asia part, you will have Turkey, Syria, Lebanon and Israel. Turkey, Syria, Lebanon and Israel. These are the countries of West Asia which will have their coastline on the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, now going to the last question for today, that is the fifth question. 2017, again UPSC prelims, this was asked in. The question was with reference to the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. The National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. The question is, which of the following statements is or are correct with reference to the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund? Number one, it is an organ of Niti Aayog. Number two, it has a corpus of 4 lakh crore at present. Okay. It is an organ of Niti Aayog and it has a corpus of 4 lakh crore at present with reference to the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, NIIF. So the answer is D, that is neither one nor two, because we get to see that the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, or NIIF, it is a fund which has been created by the Government of India for enhancing infrastructure financing in the country. National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, it is a fund which has been created by the Government of India for enhancing infrastructure financing in the country. Its creation was announced in the Union Budget of 2015-16. The Governing Council of NIIF, that is National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, is an advisory body which is chaired by the Finance Minister. It is not an organ of the Niti Aayog. Hence, we can understand that the statement 1 is not correct. Okay, the Governing Council of NIIF, it is an advisory body and it is chaired by the Finance Minister. It is not a part of Niti Aayog. The corpus of the fund, we get to see it is around 40,000 crore. Hence, the second statement is also incorrect because it was saying that the corpus of the fund is 4 lakh crore. So, the right answer, as you can understand, for this is D, neither one nor two. Okay, so with this, we come to the end of today's episode of the Prelims warm-up. I hope you have liked this video. Please let us know in the comment section. Also, please like and share this video with your friends who are also preparing for UPSC. Also, please like and subscribe Aptitude Academy for Civil Services YouTube channel for more such informative videos. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new episode. Till then, stay safe and take care. Thank you so much.